session, man. I do appreciate everybody for checking in. Goodfella Sports TV. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the videos. And yeah, Lomachenko said, man, he want that Haney and Loma smoke. You know, he heard us, you know. And you can't be Lomachenko. You can't be Goat man. You can't be that guy. When you say nobody want to fight you and you might be one of the most duck fighters out there, you can't say that and you ducking competition. So he's heading to boxing scene, you know, all them down to the WBC convention. It's in Cancun this year. And he said he want to fight those guys. We know he want to fight Tank. And he said he want to fight Devin Haney, but after he fight Lopez and the commey winner, and I like I said before, I don't really switch what I said unless something like really change. And I said if he came back before the Lopez and commey winner and fought somebody like George Kambosos, and I like Kambosos, I think he needs to get a little bit more experience in America, but he should be fighting Devin Haney if he gonna come back. And people say, well, it's a tough, you know, he had a lot. No, he didn't have a lot of tough fights at lightweight. You know, Linares, you know, it was a tough fight for him. But Pedraza, and Corolla and Luke Campbell supposed to have been easy work. That was supposed to be barbecue chicken. You know, is it my fault that the Pedraza fight was tougher than he thought it was? Nah, ain't my fault. Or the Luke Campbell fight also supposed to be like, come on. And he's supposed to get the push broom and push them on out the way, you feel me? But yeah, he says that you know, after he fight the Richard Commey Lopez winner, he want to fight Devin Haney. He want to fight Tank Davis. And I know with some plans for him to go back down. And this right here is assumption. I figured he'd go back down and try to fight Manuel Navarrete one day because he got to move up to 26 soon. And I know for a fact that Bob Arum said in New York wanted to fight Lomachenko at 126 too. So he got 2 fights at 126. 130, maybe go fight Burchett, maybe fight Tevin Farmer, maybe fight the winner of Jamil Herring, Lamont Roach. Maybe that winner fight Burchett, you know, maybe go down and try to be undisputed down there. You know, but that's what I want to hear. You shouldn't go ahead and get the belt and move back down and not fight a guy like Devin Haney. Because I know it was some talks around behind the scenes, like Bob Arum said, that Devin Haney never get a shot. And they're going to make him the franchise champion. You know? And I still think that may happen. Lomachenko, of course, what he going to say? No comment, then everybody going to run with it. But he said Tank the fight he really want, but Tank don't want that fight. And I heard it's a rumor that they trying to do Tank on pay-per-view versus Gamboa to get it ready for Lomachenko. I hadn't heard that one. You know, I heard that Dante was saying that, and a few other people were saying it. I heard that he gonna fight Leo Santa Cruz on pay-per-view. I'm not saying Dante ain't got the juice, but I don't believe that. He didn't move up to fight Lomachenko. He moved up to fight Gamboa for that regular belt. And then when Gamboa dropped that, when Loma dropped the super belt, they gonna upgrade him to super champion. He not trying to fight him, man. Look how Tank moving, man. If you gonna move up and try to get ready for Lomachenko, you should find at least like a Javier Fortuna. You know what I'm saying? Even the Rancis Bartholomew will get him prepared better than Gamboa. Gamboa, oh, and he's so responsive to lesser threats like Tevin. But when Devin Haney and Loma come out there talking their shit, he ain't got nothing to say. Quiet as a church mouse. You can hear what Rob Parker said. You can hear a mouse urinating on cotton. But that's what we want to hear as boxing fans, man. Now, if he do or do not go through with it and come up with some excuse to move down, as far as Devin Haney, because I think he'll fight Tank. I don't think he had no respect for Gervonta, and he should. Boxing fans shouldn't have respect for Gervonta and how Gervonta moving. He a whole hoe in these streets, man. You know, a whole hoe. He moved up a weight class to continue to fight smaller fighters. And he's supposed to be fighting Leo Santa Cruz, is my reference to after this. But if he get Devin Haney his fade, I respect him. I do. I'm gonna put a lot of respect on his name. He get Devin Haney that fade. He do. I mean, I'm gonna put some respect because he ain't gotta fight that dude. He can just drop the belt and move down, and people say, "Oh, Devin Haney didn't deserve to fight," or Devin Haney wasn't ready. And at the end of the day, I be wanting to see more fighters call fighters bluff. Call Devin Haney bluff and see if he really want to do it. But that's a tough fight for him because one, Devin Haney a big kid. Devin Haney probably got more speed than him, but Lomachenko got more ring savvy. I'll say Lomachenko got his IQ is higher than his right now because of the experience he's been through the amateurs and the professional ranks and the level of opposition he fought. But I think it'll be a fight. That's a fight I'm willing to pay for. To be real, I pay for that. I really would. I think that's a fight. If Devin Haney beat him, man, he going all the way up to pound for pound list with me. You know, but as far as that fight, the thing about it is either Devin Haney movement is gonna be too much for Loma, or what I would recommend is I press that motherfucker from the start. I know it's probably tough for Devin Haney to do that because Devin Haney like to move around the ring and he getting better. He not doing a lot of running. At first he was running. It's a difference. Running is excessive movement without a boxing move or boxing logic behind it. Keith Thurman, he did a lot of running in his career. But a lot of times with Keith, he was making a boxing move. But a lot of times he wasn't. He was running from damage. I watched Devin Haney when he knocked the old boy out, and then the last fight he had. Now he not moving so much. He not. He using the ring. He's sitting down on his shots now, and now when he got his opponent in a position of weakness, now he closing the distance and he getting them motherfuckers out of there. He's sitting down on his shots. That's the biggest difference. He's sitting down. And all that moving he was doing versus, Menard and guys like that, you ain't gonna knock guys out, punching and moving like that on the run. But what he would need to do, I think he can move against Lomachenko, but that gives Lomachenko, that's making Lomachenko having his advantage. When Lomachenko able to get on the front foot and he able to dictate, he able to dictate how he want to fight, and that's on the front foot and using angles, that's when he at his best. But once again, Devin got a lot of size, a lot of reach, a lot of speed. It'll make it difficult. But the way to beat him is to press him. That's the way to beat him, the easiest way to beat him. Now, if Devin want to make a statement, I can outbox this guy, okay, so be it. I ain't mad at it. But it'll be interesting to see if Loma can really cut the distance off on Devin if Devin get the moving. Because we'll cut the ring off and close the distance. Because if he can cut the ring off on Devin and close the distance, it's gonna get interesting. Because then he gonna have to get past that stick. He gonna have to get past that stick. He gonna get past that and that power and that and that speed. So he gonna have to walk through some shit to get there because he ain't no great defensive fighter. He adequate, but he no great defensive fighter. This will be a great fight. To be honest, I do think it's premature for Devin Haney. I would probably, when I look at the film, I probably would lean more towards Loma. But I can see it going either way at this point. But, if I was with Devin Haney camp, we just continue to get better. And I'll just continue to move him on the path he's moving and just moving up in opposition. I would look at, for fights with Fortuna. I would look at fights with Rancis Bartholomew. I would look at letting tougher fights, just moving up. I would look at fight with Luke Campbell. But, if they feel like they can do it, they can do it. But the thing about Tank and Lomachenko is that Tank got the equalizer. Tank can box. People don't give him credit for that. That motherfucker can box. He's short and stubbier, and Lomachenko do good versus those shorter guys. But Tank will have to come in and close the distance on Loma. I always questioned Tank mental stability in that square circle. That was my only question about him. And then his lifestyle outside the ring. You know, his mental stability was a big thing with me. I always got this vibe, and people say we grew up in Baltimore. And like I said, Amir Mansour was a dude that was fighting in closets in the prison. He went out there and got his jaw broken quick. You know what I'm saying? So street shit don't make you boxing ring tough. At least usually. But my whole question about him was his lifestyle outside the ring and his mental stability. I always got a vibe if he truly was challenged and frustrated, he would quit. Which usually you get sometimes with big punchers. You know, you do get it, you know, you got it, you know, Sonny Liston. You get it with some, you know, big people, some guys that get frustrated, especially got that bully mentality. But if Tank can have it his way, Tank got the ability to beat him. He got the speed, he got the power. You know what I'm saying? He know how to walk him down. And he just don't have the confidence in himself. And Mayweather Promotions don't have the confidence. You know, but I feel that the time is right to go in and fight him in 2020. But yet again, it's Devin Haney that wants to smoke. You know, yet again, it's him that wants to smoke. But you got to remember, one thing about Loma wanting to fight Tank is, what Tank got that Devin don't got, Tank got clout. Tank got a huge fan base. You know, Tank can go home and sell out 13-5 like that. Devin can't do that yet. Tank is a little mini star. That's the difference. Tank got way more people that arrive with him, like through a brick wall. I ain't seen it come in my comment section. They gonna ride for him. They gonna ride for him. And that's what it is. They gonna ride for him, dog. And Devin getting there, you know, got the nickname Black Jesus. I fuck with it. You know, but I want to see Devin and Tank. And I hope Loma hold his word on that, man, because that might be something I might pull up on. I think that's gonna be that'd be a great fight. And if Devin able to do that, man, Devin gonna be what Fernando Vargas is supposed to be early on. Devin gonna be a dog. Devin gonna be pound for pound, top 2, 3, 4, 5. Or already early, 21, 22 years old, man. Like a lot of these young dudes about to invade the pound for pound list, and I'm gonna give them the easy road, you know, because it's objective. As soon as Shakur Stevenson get another world title, he jumping up in there. Devin beat Loma, he going all the way up. It's time for some of these old dudes gonna look. I'm 30, 31, and never been recognized as pound for pound. Now Danny Garcia do got a gripe. He should have been pound for pound somewhere, because he had a nice little stretch and run. He did get fucked. They put AB on there before him, and people saying, well, AB beat Danny Garcia. I mean, people saying, that ain't bullshit. Danny Garcia been to smoke that nigga to this day. But a lot of these dudes like Sean, who ain't never got an opportunity to be pound for pound. A lot of these dudes, Jerry Hurd, I think he could have been pound for pound. But a lot of these other dudes that never got that chance, like Danny Jacobs and Billy Joe Sound, a lot of these young dudes about to come in, and it's about to be the young bull invasion. And I like it, dude, because they want all the smoke right now. And of course, they want to keep that mentality as the money continues to get greater for them. But I just think we in the sissified era. And I don't think Shakur, Devin, Christopher Colbert, Jaron Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, I just think we in a special era of boxing that, like, these dudes like just sissies, dude. A lot of fighters that's at their peak on the championship, they just some sissies, dude. And the reason they some sissies, it ain't because they grew up with maxi pads on, or they grew up, you know what I'm saying, with sugar in their tank and nothing else like that. It's because Al Heyman and Bob Arum and them and Eddie Hearn really didn't diluted the game. It ain't even about money no more. It's about power. Everybody want the power. That's what everybody want to say. I dominated you. Everybody want to say I'm top dog. That's it. That's what they flexing their money so hard for. Everybody want to say they top dog. So, you know, it is what it is, man. I sure wonder what time Dunham open up. I need some damn gloves. It is early, but hey, appreciate the love, support. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video questions. Keep sharing the videos, man. And I'm gonna keep putting it down, man. You want to make a donation? That link's in the description. And other than that, man, we gone, man. The NBA kickoff tonight, man. So I might do a little something. I might go live for a game. Shout out to the Clippers, man. King of LA. Let's go out now. We out.